Okay, players, please set up your profiles. I'll need the following information from you.
Name.
Age.
Pronouns.
Profession.
Location.
Bio.
Oh, first player, Grandma Sweetie.
My name is Grandma Sweetie. GRANMASWEETIE. And that's a nickname. She doesn't feel comfortable giving you a real name.
Age 87 years young with a U. That's crazy.
My profession, that's a good question. She's retired, but worked on the line in a Ford factory making cars.
Monday through Friday, grandma. Saturday and Sunday, also grandma. This is really cute.
I think she's just gonna be checking in on people. She just wants to see how everyone's doing. She's gonna let them know she cares about them.
The spelling is intentionally bad. Like the capitalization on the W in Sweetie is someone who thinks they have good spelling and is trying to cover for it.
Pine Log, California. There's something about that reads Jacob Wysocki to me.
My thinking right now, this to me sounds like Allie.
I do think that there will be people who can reverse engineer that this was me, but I don't know that people will immediately think it's me. I think it's just obfuscated enough to help me get through this.
I'm next. Hi, my name is Jack Stryker. I own a boutique talent agency here in Los Angeles.
Been in the biz since I was 18. I worked my way up from the mailroom at CAA the right way.
At first, I wanted to be a screenwriter, but then I realized I really belonged behind the scenes helping actors and writers and directors advance in their careers.
I own a boutique agency called the Stryker Management Corporation, where I make dreams come true. I made Lauren Mulfax a star.
My advice, get to know me.
Emojis, none. Hashtags are for people in their 30s. That's Grant O'Brien.
Immediately kind of thinking Grant.
I, Katie Mirvich, have a hard time not being an agent of chaos. I need to take a step back, and I need to be slightly more grounded so that the other people do not know. I'm gonna be the first out if anyone knows I'm here.
Oh, come on, Katie. Survivor was years ago.
Oh, coming up next, Jackson, Alberta, PhD.
My name is Jackson, Alberta, PhD. Did I just break my glasses?
Oh, I hope not.
I'm 51. I have salt and pepper hair, and all my students fall in love. I can't help it. My location is, Sam, where's there an Ivy League school?
Damn it.
New Haven, Connecticut.
New Haven, Connecticut. Okay, yeah.
Professor of symbology.
The fuck is that?
I crack ancient codes.
I have adventures all across the States and Europe. Never the global south, though. Jackson Alberta is kind of a bad guy. Handsome, but he's a bad guy.
Art imitating life, I see.
Symbology is like the Da Vinci Code, which is such divorced dad porn.
Well, if there's one word that describes Jackson Alberta, PhD, it's dashing. He always knows just what to say. He never does what I just did. He never starts something and then has to kind of rephrase it a little bit. That's not his thing. Yeah, I'm describing a guy I'd like to be.
So they're not revealing a ton.
I have no idea who's playing Jackson. That's so little info to go off of.
If I were being Grant, I'd have a whole bunch of funny, witticisms and jokes. But I think a nice minimalist profile is the way to go. I think I've kind of got people on the ropes a little bit.
Symbology is reading as either Brennan, Siobhan, or Jacob.
Well, I think for this game, I have to kind of watch myself to not be too Granty. Grant is just such an interesting character, such a fascinating person with so many quick bon mots. But I mustn't bon mot. Introducing the landlord. Who wants to play a landlord even fictionally?
My name is the landlord, and I'm a professional wrestler, baby! Yeah! Woo!
The landlord, he, him, 56. We have a lot of 50-year-olds.
When I step into the duplex, get ready for a suplex, I'm here to collect the rent.
Collect the rent is a really funny, horrible motto.
From the top rope! Oh, I've been in the game too long. I'm 56. I got a lot of injuries, and I'm not in a union. I never see my kids.
Computer, what does suplex mean? Can this thing talk back to me?
It cannot.
I just really like that. Is this Raph?
That could be iffy.
I feel like this could be Allie.
I think that the landlord is not close to who Jessica is. I feel like people would think if like Katie's here or Reka's here that they would play as big over-the-top characters that would want to punch somebody. So I think I'll just play that up as if I'm one of them. I'm sure everyone is watching this right now thinking, wow, this is a really fleshed out character. A bug with a big ass. If anything is immediately Reka, this is it.
I've never read something more Reka in my entire life.
My name is Brennan Lee Mulligan, but for today, it can't be. So instead, I will be a bug with a big ass. Uh-oh. My problems are gonna be the problems of a bug with a big ass. Not being able to get out from under the sofa because of my big ass. I got in there just fine, but when I tried to get back out again, my ass got too big and now I'm stuck. Please help.
40 years old, unemployed, here. I need help because I'm a bug with a big ass.
Bug is, I think, medium bug size. Not as small as a fruit fly, but not as big as a rhinoceros beetle. See, this is the kind of bug facts that I can't be doing online, and they're gonna come after me. They're gonna know. If people ask me what kind of bug I am, I'm gonna say, good question. The person that I want to invite people to assume I am is Reka.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, that's Reka.
I think a bug with a big ass is Reka because Reka loves big asses.
Reka is brilliant, but is fascinated by dumb things. Specifically, cute little things with oversized secondary sexual characteristics is a real sandbox that Reka likes to play in.
I am actually very grateful for a bug with a big ass because that sounds like me.
Damn, even Reka thinks this is Reka.
Let's see, adjustable side table walnut.
I love that Sam was like, larger than life characters. And people were like, nice try. I'm gonna be an adjustable side table walnut.
Who's a little goober? Who's a fellow goober?
I am adjustable side table, walnut. I am a side table professionally with aspirations to be a main table.
Adjustable side table, walnut. Pronouns, it. Age, 32 years old.
Grant likes to pretend he's 32, so that could be Grant.
Profession, side table. Location, furniture warehouse. Bio, 2'5", 3'5". Adjustable, yeah.
I am adjustable, so I am highly adaptable to any environment. Sometimes you put your drinks on me. Sometimes you sit on me when there's too many people and you didn't count how many chairs you needed. My strategy is to just kind of be genuine. You know, I want to make real connections here. I don't want to stay on the sideline. I want to be a main table at this table.
Ooh, looking to make genuine connection with individuals who have main table dreams.
So you're either in the silly Billy category or you're in the attention to detail category.
I think there's something about how specific and correct the language is. For some reason, I'm getting Teo.
This could also be Allie. Am I gonna guess Allie for everyone?
Why do they all feel like fucking Beardsley?
But again, I also see Beardsley. Oh, here we go. Great, good. This is really good. I'll have plenty to talk to my therapist about after whatever today is.
The mark of any good Game Changer episode.
What if it actually is Brennan? I will laugh so hard.
Get in the comments and get me a coffee. My name is Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm 34?
35.
I'm 35. I am a professional comedian, writer, DM. I live in Los Angeles, California with my beautiful wife, Izzy Rowland, and our cat. 2 cats? I gotta know this stuff. I gotta deep dive on Instagram in the next 5 minutes before we start.
Hello, it's Brennan. I'll be transparent. Life has been pretty hectic, and as a joke, I pitched that I play myself. It's really just me, gang. We'll see if this totally backfires.
Gang. That does sound like Brennan.
Someone's really playing it as straight as they can.
So it's someone that knows that my life actually has been pretty hectic. That could be Beardsley, it could be Reka.
I've spent a little bit of time with Brennan. I think I can channel his voice. I feel like it'll be really fun because on a personal level, I have been wanting to win one of these games for a very long time. So really, I'm tapping into Brennan's competitive spirit. See you in there, gang.
And last but not least, Steven.
Okay, Steven.
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 Steven, age maybe 7,000.
Stupid.
Location, Silmar.
Pronoun, it's.
Profession, top snake in Medusa's snake hair. Ah!
I was born just a regular sea snake, and I met Medusa at a coffee shop, and she was looking to organize an entire head of snakes to turn people into stone.
I lied and said I could do that skill. But then, with the help of the ancient internet, I learned how to perform stone magic, and I hired a bunch of derelict snakes. Okay, self-starter.
This is so cute and silly. I just think a silly little Billy made this one.
If we're talking about what could be a clue, Silmar feels like a Beardsley specific.
There's certain people who would like to play like something kind of fantasy related or history related, and there's certain people like me that would never, ever, ever, ever want to do that. It could be like a Carolyn thing.
This is really funny and has a lot of like info in it, and that kind of puts me in the direction. I think this is either Vic or Brennan.
This is some Brennan bullshit.
But this could be someone who's trying to cover as me a little bit. I could see this being Beardsley. This could also be Carolyn.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Jackson, you don't even know what you don't know.